It's another sunny day on Imperial Beach in San Diego, California. But the waves here don't just crash onto pristine white sand. They crash into thousands of pounds of steel separating the U.S. from Mexico.
We see smuggling attempts all the time coming through panga-style fishing boats and pleasure crafts.
The Pacific Ocean poses a unique challenge for the San Diego sector of Border Patrol, and it's different than any other southwest border state.
It's actually a very dangerous method of trying to smuggle aliens in.
So far this year, the Maritime Unit has apprehended 248 people. 3 have died.
They have total disregard for human life coming through maritime.
From oceans to mountains.
This is the right way to do it.
Of San Diego's 60 miles of border, like New Mexico, 14 are being transformed.
We have something called the Border Infrastructure System.
But it's not one wall, it's 2.
You may recognize something like this, an 18-foot steel barrier. What you won't recognize is this, another 30-foot steel barrier just feet in front of the other.
This 30-foot bollard, it gives us a lot more time, especially when you have that primary and secondary wall.
More time to catch migrants before they can be absorbed into the hustle and bustle of big city life. A stark difference from New Mexico's more rural borders.
They can get into vehicles, into the freeway, and then they can try to go north.
A challenge Border Patrol in San Diego has been battling for decades.
It was chaos.
Thousands of migrants running across busy freeways, camping out in open fields after crossing into the U.S., cooking and playing soccer. There were not enough Border Patrol agents to stop them. This was life on the border here in the 80s and 90s.
You're not going to cut that within 40 seconds like people can cut this old secondary wall.
We've reached the end of the border wall, and like parts of New Mexico, what makes it challenging to continue to build is this treacherous terrain. What is not like New Mexico is what's over here. That's Tijuana, the second most populated border city with nearly 2 million people.
2 major cities, 2 different countries, a whole new set of challenges. The San Diego sector makes around 172 apprehensions per day.
It's extremely populated on the U.S. side, and there's so many freeways close to the border.
But what about people who want to come to the U.S. legally? The San Ysidro Port of Entry is the busiest land port of entry in the Western Hemisphere, with more than 100,000 people who cross every day. But where most people see chaos, one man sees opportunity.
I grew up crossing the border in our 49 Chevy.
Miguel Aguirre spent his childhood going to visit family in Mexico. Even as a kid, he had a dream to open a business right where 2 countries meet. That dream became a reality 20 years ago. He owns a McDonald's right across from the port of entry.
What are the unique characteristics of each port of entry that could create to a socioeconomic platform?
Miguel and his research group, Border Fusion, want to change the narrative around ports of entry.
It all begins with transportation centers, like we have here.
Step out of Mexico and onto U.S. soil here, you are greeted by a light rail, a long-haul bus, a line of taxis. Miguel hopes to use the San Ysidro Port of Entry as a model for more rural border crossings.
What happens if you put a little market next to that transportation, a little hotel next to it? All of a sudden you're starting to create economic activity.
Economic activity like this, a massive outlet mall connected to the border wall. Miguel calls it a border-tropolis.
We need to have more positive narratives.
In order for Miguel's vision to take shape, Border Patrol here, like in New Mexico, say they need to address securing the border first. California is also dealing with an influx of migrants from Central America. And they believe the new double wall system is the best way to start.
That's the ideal system.
In San Diego, Shelby Cashman, KOAT Action 7 News.